Suddenly a crop of sunflowers takes on a new atmosphere. But we're on a journey here, and this one leads us on to Royal Tunbridge Wells. The Royal is terribly important because it differentiates it from poor old plain Jane Tunbridge 5 miles up the road. In Cobbett's day, this was the place to be, and more importantly, it was the place to be seen. In those days, it was wall-to-wall knobs sampling the waters, which is probably why Cobbett decided to ignore the place. Tunbridge was a humble collection of hovels until in 1606, Dudley, Lord North, discovered the spring. As the rather Hogarthian attraction in the town suggests, it soon became something of a theme park for the rich, the famous, and the louche. What did the water do for people? Loads of sick people?
It's supposed to heal the sick. It's supposed to cure the colic and the melancholic. Anything the quacks could really think of, really, at the time.
And what sort of people did it attract?
All sorts, actually. Some the main visitors were the gentry, who came down not only for the waters but also for the social life as well. But obviously they had, how should we put it, liggers on as well, which involved anything from their servants right up to prostitutes or people like that, anyone.
So it wasn't a terribly sophisticated place. I mean, you assume if the knobs from London came down here, then it would be rather a genteel sort of.
Well, there was a veneer of sophistication, but underneath it wasn't quite so salubrious, shall we say, that people would like to have made out in the 18th century.
Team number 5.
Today is a special day for Royal Tunbridge Wells. It's the annual sedan chair race. It's a chance for people to dress up and look extremely silly. Why, oh why? Oh, that's me.
This is a traditional form of transport used in the sort of Georgian era, so the mid-1700s. And quite simply, the gentry, the fashionable folk, would sit inside and...
One or two men? Or two? Two men, not four.
Well, we're running with four, but in those days it would have just been two.
Do you feel entirely safe in there?
No, not at all.
Actually, she's locked in. She can't get out, can she?
She can't escape.
So this was a good way of getting tips off people. Were they good tippers?
Well, they weren't actually at all, because when people came to Tunbridge Wells, they had to pay a subscription at the beginning of the week, and that paid for everything, for the sedan chair carriers and musicians and street sweepers and everything.
How long have they been doing this insanity around here?
This is about the 6th year, I believe.
Is it?
Sedan chair races, yeah. The first year we had 12 teams, and they all ran at once. And there was a monumental crash at the first corner, and people broke in our balls.
Beecher's Brook.
Yeah, absolutely.
3, 2, 1.
Sedan chair racing, as practiced in Royal Tunbridge Wells, is not nearly as sedate and dignified as it should be. In fact, it's humiliating and sometimes downright dangerous. The problem is that if you win the first heat, you have to go on to compete again and again. So we decided to lose the race, but retain our dignity. And you can't put a price on dignity now, can you?
Well, sedan chair racing is as environmentally friendly as riding a horse, but perhaps not quite so good for the rhubarb. I'm off to find my nag. See you after the break.